Good morning everyone. Today I am going to give you a brief introduction about the syllabus for your second year PUC class. First concept is vital statistics and the second concept is index numbers. Third, time series analysis. Fourth concept, interpolation and extrapolation. Fifth concept is theoretical distributions. Next, sixth, it is statistical inference. Seventh, it is statistical quality control. And last, it is operations research. So in this operations research, you are going to study first one linear programming problem, second one transportation problem, and next game theory, next replacement theory, and last inventory theory. Okay, marks allotment for this you can see here. First three chapters, if you see, it is first chapter 18 marks, second chapter 26 marks, third chapter again 18 marks. So if you add these three, it is of 62 marks. Total is 62. So by this you can see this, if you read these three, that will be very helpful for you, and also these three chapters are very easy. Okay, and interpolation extrapolation also you have studied for the first PUC, and here you are going to study two methods, and also they are easy. Okay, today I am going to start with the first concept, that is vital statistics. First we'll see the meaning of vital statistics. Okay, it is a branch of statistics which deals with the events of human population. Okay, regarding events of human population we are going to study here. So which are the events? If you see here, vital events, they are called vital events. So vital events are births, deaths, marriages, divorce, sickness, etc. Okay, they are called events. If they ask you in the examination, they may ask for 1 mark. Okay, so 1 mark question, write any one event or write the vital events. So you have to write only births, deaths, marriages, divorce, sickness, etc. And one more term we have, demography. What is demography? It is again very simple, statistical study of human population. Statistical study of human population, okay, regarding the human population only. It is called demography. Okay, and next, if they ask for 1 mark, definition of vital statistics, what we have to write? Vital statistics are conventionally numerical records. Okay, so records with numbers, numerical records of births, deaths, marriages, divorce, etc. So you have seen the vital events there. So numerical record of these events is nothing but vital statistics. Okay, if they ask for 1 mark, you have to write this one. And next, where we have to get the record, that is numerical records or data records with numbers, where we have to get? So by registration method and census enumeration method, I have written here. So they are called methods of obtaining vital statistics. So if they ask for 2 marks, you have to write these two methods of obtaining vital statistics. So which are the two methods? Registration method and census enumeration method. If they ask for 1 mark, write any one. For 2 marks, you have to write both. So what is registration method? Registration, it is about the birth or death. In case of birth, the information regarding the date of birth, name of the parents, gender of the newborn baby, nationality, religion. So these are all data can be recorded. In case of death, the information regarding date of death and parent's name or spouse name, and next cause for the death, okay, address, etc. can be registered. Okay, so this method is compulsory. This registration method is compulsory. And if you see the next one, census enumeration method. Census enumeration method, census means I think you know the meaning of census, because in the first year you have studied about this. Census enumeration, once in every 10 years we are going to conduct. Once in every 10 years. So this is also compulsory, census enumeration method. By these two methods, registration method and census method, we can get the data very easily. Data means data regarding births, deaths, marriages, divorce, sickness, etc. Okay. So the next concept is measurement of population. So how to measure the population? This is a mathematical method. Okay, this is a mathematical method. Here we are going to use a formula. Okay, for estimating the vital statistics. The population for the year PT, time period. For example, I have given you example here. I'll show you afterwards. The population PT at a time t is obtained with the help of this formula. So what is this? PT is equal to P naught plus birth minus death plus immigrants minus emigrants. Where if you see this PT, that is estimate of population after time t, means after the particular time for the next year we are going to study the population, and P naught, population in the previous census year. B, that is total number of live births during the given period, and next one is D, that is total number of deaths during the given period, and next I, that is total number of immigrants, and E is total number of emigrants. Immigrants and emigrants. Okay, so directly they'll give you the data. You have to just substitute in this and you have to get the result. That's it. Okay, so we'll see one example based on this. If they ask you for your this one for an examination, it will be of 5 marks, and also easy it is. So example, here is an example. The population of a locality at the end of 2011 was, so they have given the data here. There were 13,030 births and 10,000 deaths in 2012. You have to note down this, births and deaths in the year 2012. Okay, and next the number of immigrants and emigrants were 65,000 and 20,000 respectively. They have given respectively. So this is immigrants and this is emigrants. You are supposed to estimate the population at the end of 2012. Okay, and here they have given the population of a locality at the end of 2011. Okay, this is considered as a P naught, and you are supposed to find out the PT, the time period is 2012, and they have given births, number of births and deaths, immigrants and emigrants. Okay, so I am using the same formula here. PT is equal to T, instead of T you have to write 2012. So for the time period 2012 is equal to P naught plus birth minus death plus immigrants minus emigrants. See here, I have substituted the values here. This is the given data. Okay, so if you simplify this, you are going to get the number 10,53,030. So population at the end of 2012. Okay, they have asked you estimate the population at the end of 2012. At the end of 2012 the population is 10,53,030. Okay, so this is very simple example. I have given you one example to solve, and also it is direct question. They have given here, given the following data, estimate the population of a town at the end of 2013. Population at the end of 2012 they have given, number of births in the year 2013 they have given, number of deaths in the year 2013, number of immigrants and number of emigrants. This question is direct, and also I have written the note here. They have given the numbers here. Just you have to use the same formula that in the previous example we have used. So write this formula, substitute the values and get the result. Okay, so you have to upload your answer in the same and also in the form of PDF I am going to give you these notes. Make a separate note of this, and write all the things what I give you from vital statistics. Okay, so thank you.